From the Lobster Dip to the Polar Plunge, diving into the cold Atlantic Ocean to raise money for various charities has become a pretty normal fundraiser over the years in Maine. But what 15 brave souls did in Ogunquit on Saturday and Sunday is far from normal.
It was the first ever Super Plunge to raise money for our Maine Special Olympics. For 24 hours on the hour, law enforcement officials from Kittery to Orono jumped and dove into the freezing water with little to no sleep in between. Joining us this morning to talk about this enduring event is one of the people who dove into the water over and over and over and over again, Ogunquit Police Chief John Lazanik. And John, first of all, how are you feeling this morning?
Horrible. Yeah, I'm really sore.
A plunge hangover, it sounds like.
Yeah, I didn't realize the what it would do to your body for 24 times every hour, your body working overtime. But I had to get up this morning, worked out just to try to work out some kinks, but for a great cause. Everything went perfect.
Yeah, tell us just what sparked and inspired this event.
Well, we've talked about it for years. They've been doing it throughout the country. Rhode Island, Connecticut, really in the Northeast have done it for years. And in Maine, we've been trying to find the right spot for probably 7 or 8 years. And then Ogunquit, I felt, was the best place. And I've worked with the Executive Council and then the Director of Special Olympics to try to get it here.
Wow.
Yeah, so it started at 11 a.m. on Saturday, went all the way till Sunday at 11 a.m. I saw the final plunge. Talk about how crazy this was and what was going through your mind this whole time.
You know, for the past, we've been planning this for the last year, and for the past couple of weeks especially, we've really regretted making the decision to put, to be one of the plungers, but we limited it to 15, primarily for safety reasons, and we started at 12 noon on Saturday. And really the anticipation was killing us. It's excited for the event, but also just worried about jumping in the cold, and I'm not a cold water person. So, but we limited it to 15. We each person had to raise $2,400, and if you didn't raise it, you had to pay for it yourself, which was twofold to try to get to the $36,000 mark. And then once we surpassed that, we said, well, maybe we can make 50,000, and then of course we're well past that.
Wow, that's incredible. All right, so you've run marathons, you've hiked Katahdin, other mountains. How does this compare to other extreme
It's
things?
right up there. It was, I'm telling you, I feel the same, and you get to the point 7 or 8 dips where you're really regretting it, and then you start counting down like you do a marathon, is that every mile, just one more mile and one more dip. And I know we all felt the same, especially in the middle of the night, to do the plunges where it's basically over a football field to run out in 30-degree weather, and you know you're jumping into 37-degree water, and you have about a half an hour of trying to warm up, and then you're preparing to go do it again.
Oh my gosh.
So,
This is crazy watching this, you guys jump in. And let's talk about the weather overnight. I remember I was talking to one of the other officers, and like you guys had a smorgasbord of weather going on, especially overnight.
we really did, and it was, of course, 54 degrees on Friday, so we're feeling good.
Oh yeah.
And then Saturday rolled in, and it's sleet and freezing rain and snow, and but for all the right reasons, of course. And the best part of this was having the athletes like Megan Rosenberg from Brunswick was there. And when we really don't want to go back in the water, she's telling us, you can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you, which was just awesome, the inspiration from them.
Yeah, tell us more about the community support. We were just talking, during commercial break about all the restaurants and the hotels and, businesses wanting to help out and get involved.
The nice thing there is Ramsey Lafayette from the Norseman Hotel immediately gave us 5 rooms. He gave us a lounge area that we could stay in between dips. And then on top of that, we had like Jonathan's Restaurant came out and said, we'll give you clam chowder to start. Badger Island Pizza brought in like 20 pizzas for us. And then throughout, we had Crew, Beach Fire, Village Food Market, Perkins Cove Kitchen, just keep on bringing food throughout the night. It was just incredible support. And then people showed up and brought in even $5 donations up to when I woke up from a nap yesterday. Afterwards, somebody had donated another $1,000 to my page. So
wow.
Just incredible support.
And by the way, that number is up to around 80,000 this morning. So that's what's incredible about this.
It's amazing. It's almost up to 80,000. And again, where we started with 36,000 for a goal, for our first year is amazing. And we already have, Ramsey's already dedicated the hotel to us for next year to do it again.
I was going to ask
know.
if you would do it again. All right. So
I
you're
know.
already, on the hook for next year?
I don't know. Right now, my body says no, but I'm sure I will.
Right, right.
Yeah, you had 14 other people that dove in with you. Talk about what they were going through along with you and how you guys supported each other too, right? To get through this.
It really is, and throughout, that's why the lounge area was perfect, that we were able to go back, try to warm up, change, and then get ready for the next one. But throughout each hour, really that half an hour time was talking to each other through it, that we're going to do it again, don't quit, because a few of us wanted to, just to step back for an hour or two, just to warm up. So that camaraderie there, and of course we had officers from Kittery all the way up to Orono. State Police was involved as well, and then two of the jumpers, one was the owner of the hotel, Ramsey Lafayette, did it himself, and then another business owner, Scotty Vogel in town, incredibly supportive of Special Olympics, jumped in too. And he was right there plunging with us, so
That's awesome.
it was great support.
Let's talk about the why. Why is this so important? Why did you do this? Why would you potentially do it again?
You know, I'm more selfish on my end, that what we get out of the program. And we always talk about the why to try to inspire the athletes, but they really inspire us. And on my side of it too, I've been lucky for years. I've had great chiefs that have really supported me being a part of Special Olympics. And now changing roles, I know I can do that for the people I work for, to let them do it, as well as try to get that, I guess the officer wellness piece of it is my new view, that I've never left an event without a smile on my face. So getting that from the athletes, they really make us better people. They show us little things, perspectives that we don't really see a lot in law enforcement. So it's nice to get that view.
Yeah, we have the Summer Games coming up in June, and this is something, there has been a relationship between the Special Olympics of Maine and law enforcement in Maine for so long. How special is that?
It's incredible. And I was lucky, 36 years ago, I was told I'm running the torch run in Saginaw County when I worked up there. And once you do it, and especially when you're riding, they used to have the Good Sam bus that would follow you through, and the athletes would be on there cheering you on. Once you make those connections, and it's just incredible. And like I said, Megan was there supporting us throughout this plunge. She was just telling me that she's actually getting married next year, so it's just awesome to see, to have those friendships that are lifelong friendships.
All right, and real quick, is there a place that people can still donate if they want to support the cause?
Absolutely. Special Olympics Maine website. You look for the Super Plunge, and we'll take any donations. Again, $1, $5 is incredible. It goes towards a great cause.
Well, it'd be great to start going towards $100,000.
That's what we're looking for, but
Amazing.
we're happy. 80 is a great mark to look at.
All right, Chief, thank you so much, and we
Thank
hope
you.
that you fully recover soon.
Yes, thank you for having me.